cloud on the top. Our real desire is to see it stop without any cloud. 15 minutes later, clouds coming right down. Astonishing. Ferry called Milford Haven. We're just waiting to go up the fjord. That looks like the camp.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on board the Milford Haven for our cruise out through Milford Sound of the Tasman Sea and return. My name's Dave, your skipper. We just left our little harbour behind us, and right beside us, now on the right-hand side, you can see the Bowen Falls. These are named after Lady Elizabeth Bowen, the wife of the early governor of New Zealand. That's dropped from a height of 526 feet, or 160 metres, and are the highest permanent falls in Milford. In the centre of the main saloon, you'll find a bar. You can purchase beer, wine, spirits, soft drinks. Meals are also now available. If you have a ticket for a smorgasbord meal or a crayfish meal, you're down the bush-clad peak. It's called the Bishop's Footstool. Round to the bishop himself, Mitre Peak. Mitre Peak so named that the top portion resembles the Bishop's Mitre. Something called it Sinbad Gully. Right, now the whole point of that mountain across there on the right, on the side of the falls, is called the Lion. The Lion's paws begin at the Stirling Falls. You follow the ridge line up to the top of his head, just touching the cloud there, coming down towards us over his mane, along his back, over his hindquarters and down his tail, heading at that point of land directly across there on the right, the Lion. However, he does have a real name, it's called Mount Kimberley, rises up to a height of 4,002 at Lion. Beside us. Now there's another 1,200 feet or 330 metres of water beneath us down to the sea floor. This makes Mitre Peak one of the highest mountains in the world to rise directly from the sea floor.
This is just to show the wind, Sheila and the wind. She's pointing up here. This is still Mitre Peak. It is very tall. We're approaching the narrowest part of the sound. It's ever so windy and very damp.
退屈圏が発行されるということはありません。そしてミルフォードサウンドでは一番幅が狭くなっているところがおよそ500メートル。そのために時折とても強い風が吹くことでも知られています。今日もちょっと風が強いようです。
What they call the Bridal Falls, and this natural fault line which goes right up to the very top of the mountain, right up, and it's a volcanic fault. This wind is going to blow me up my feet. Ruth and Ellen.
Lighthouse is a beacon, the vessel sailing along the coast at night looking for the entrance to Milford Sound. Then we carried on straight out to sea and kept going for 4 or 5 days, but eventually reached Australia, about 1,000 miles around the other side of the Tasman. And further to the south lies Tasmania, around 800 miles from here. If we go round St Anne's Point out there and head on south down the coast, we'll reach the entrances to the other 12 fjords in the National Park. Milford Sound being the most northern and the first of the fjords. A large point of land jutting out ahead of us right there on the right end.
The entrance to Milford Sound, we're going back into it again, having been out in the Tasman Sea where it has been decidedly choppy.
Initial action and then flooded by the sea. Whereas a sound is something carved out by river action or earthquake action and then flooded by the sea. There are some true sounds at the top of the South Island here called the Melbourne Sound, but all the sounds down here in the National Park should be called fjords. Milford Sound wasn't discovered by the Europeans until 1810, when a Captain John Grono sailed in here in a seal hunting ship, the Governor Blind. He called it Milford Haven after Milford Haven in Wales, a few kilometres from its birthplace. safe haven from the stormy Tasman Sea. The magnificent harbour entrance and scenery. Well, imagine from the old sailing ship days, those men spent many, many months at sea on end without sighting land at all. Nothing to...
Southern
They normally
fur
fish during the
sails.
night, have a bit of a siesta around the rocks here during the day.
サザンファーシールと呼ばれる種類のアザラシです。これが大人の大きさです。この辺りで見かけるのはほとんどメスばかり。オスはこれの 1.5 倍ほどの体長がありますが、外海の方で泳ぎ回っていてめったにここまで入ってくることはありません。19世紀にはギガワット油の取り方に乱獲されて100トン近くまで数が減ってしまったこともありますが、今では法律によって手厚く保護されています。夜の間はお魚を取ってそのままこうして入れています。
Yeah, they're not really paying a lot of attention to us though. Oh yes, they're all over there. Gosh, it's so wet though. Yeah. There's one chap lying sleeping down there. Not really bothering with us at all. This is the Sterling Falls, 500 feet high. Absolutely fantastic. We're getting soaked from This is the view just coming back round into the sound, and of course the mist. So not sound at all, we've not call it a sound, it's a fjord, and it's nothing like we expected. I think we were surprised at the amount of greenery. Under there is Mitre Peak, we think. Oh, I believe we're just maybe going to see almost the top of it. The cloud seems to be lifting in a peculiar way. If I zoom in, I wonder, is that the top? Is that the peak?
It is.
My goodness me. I don't believe it. Mitre Peak. The scarf round its neck.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Could you just stand up and darkness in front
Cruising
of
on
you?
today, they were first chartered, that's the mate made of the sea, by Captain John Stokes. He was in here on a Royal Navy survey ship, the Acheron, way back in 1851. The charts he made in 1851, we still use copies of today, as he made such a good job of them. Captain Stokes also named Mitre Peak, and he named Mount Phillips after the first lieutenant aboard his ship.
The top's gone again
Captain
now.
Stokes is also responsible for the naming of Mount Cook, New Zealand's highest and most famous mountain. The large mountain range on our left here now is called the Cascade Ranges, which won't really ranges for 33.5 miles. Straight in front of us behind the trees at the base of the range is a large deep-water basin. Quite a large fleet of fishing vessels tie up.
This was Mitre Peak.
Top lost.
Top lost again. It's quite magnificent though, isn't it?
Glad of my gloves.
Yeah, it's been cold and very, very wet. Where's that little boat, Ruth? Can't see it.
We've
sailing into that gloom there.
The old steamships around the turn of the century. There you can see the ponytail effect of the water tumbling out of the falls. That river comes. Just a little point of information for people who are flying back to Queenstown. There is no flying because of the weather. We'll be going back to the coast.
Back to where we started, the Bowen Falls. We've come on Lake Manapuri, very beautiful lake. We're just on our way to Arrowtown and then to Queenstown, I think. More snow-covered peaks in the background. Very nice indeed. This is just outside TNO. We're on the road to Queenstown, and there was a notice in the road that said 16k stock, and now we've come across the stock. Lovely fat sheep being herded by a lorry. And there they are. Flocks. Everyone brings their pet, and we have quite a variety of dogs, all different sizes. Over there under the trees there's a lamb. Just I thought I saw a lamb, yeah, that's one. In the middle there's a lamb again.
I'll just keep starting. Give them lots of pets.
Horses. They're getting ready for the parades. The dogs are getting dressed up.
Right, the grand parade is on now. If you want to join them,
It's coming closer, I think, Sheila. Come right round here.
Now, did you ever see a lamb pulling a cart? Just can't believe it. I saw a child sitting in this a little while ago. I'm glad they've taken them out. Seems a bit of a shame.
You got a pillow around his neck, what you had. Yes. That's the way. Isn't it great?
I say, pulling a cart.
With a helping hand. That beautiful brownie one.
The parade.
Decorated bicycles.
Christmas bicycles decorated in the middle of the summer.
And the children with their helmets.
Most children with helmets, yeah. There's a big thing about helmets out here just now. Now we come to dogs. Oh! We even carry our cat in a basket. A bird in a cage, no, it's a cat and a bird.
Oh, we pony.
You take your pony, it's the only one I think.
Three bird cages coming up.
3 bird cages.
I think
Yeah.
this might be a
If you haven't got a real one, you bring your toy one. There's a toy elephant there, and there's a bird's nest going on, a cat, a couple of calves,
oh, look at the dogs and that. The little girl trying to hold on to that dog.
a small girl and a very large dog.
What's your kitten's name?
Can you,
Snuggles. Snuggles. And what's your name?
Duncan?
Duncan with Snuggles.
Oh, splendid. We've just come across people falling out of the sky in all sorts of parachute type things. I've lost this man across there. Yes, he looks as if he's going about to take off again. Don't think he's trying to do that. I'm standing in the windowsill, looking out over Queenstown. It's a sunset, and I just don't know if it's going to be distinct enough. And I'm only standing on the windowsill because of the way the window's open, not because we can't see this view. This is the same view as, well, round the corner a little bit, because this is from our living room. The same view as I tried to do last night
Like Wakapatu.
in the bloody rubbish. In the
Wakatipu.
Wakatipu, that's right. In the moonlight. And that's where the moon was setting, or the sun was setting. Got a window frame here being ineffectively held up.
It's going to drop in minutes. It's too heavy.
There's little black ducks out there with grey bills, and they're all just paddling with one leg. It's most peculiar. I mean, I'm sure they have got two. Sleeping and paddling along the front leg.
I can't find them.
Down there.
Oh yes. Well, this is Queenstown Lake. Oh no. What's the name of the lake?
I don't know what it's called.
Why?
Wakapiti.
Something like that. And this is Queenstown itself.
And look, if you look up to your left, you will see the hills with the snow on them. That's remarkable.
It is the
That
remarkable.
is remarkable. They are quite remarkable too. The sun.
We've just left Queenstown, and this is the ancient bridge. Helen and Elsa are down there, but this bridge is remarkable because they do bungee jumping from it, although they don't appear to be doing it today. I think it's too windy.
These different layers.
I don't know whether it's framing,
Oh, these.
framing this notice.
These things here.
Yeah, the lectern. One here and one there. I just wondered if it's making a focal point. Oh, it might tell you on the writing. Lake Dunstan.
Still a bit of snow on the hills.
And wherever I can get the Sheila in the picture to give us another special.
This incredibly coloured lake is Lake Bukaki. It's quite windy, and we're looking over to the Alps, which is the Great Divide, and I should find Mount Cook in here. I think that's it there. Mind you, I'm not sure where it is at all. Oh yes, that was it. That is Mount Cook in there. I'll show you how far away we really are from it. And I'm standing up on a bridge. You can see what kind of back Ruth is suffering from.
Oh, it's chilly.
We're at a power station. Must be Bukaki Power Station, but this is the view of the hills all the way around us. Alps. We've come round the corner and the view again is most spectacular because of course on the way south we were on the other side of those Alps. Now I haven't a clue where Mount Cook is. It could have its lid in the snow. Try and bring this lot nearer and it's anybody's guess. Could be those. We've just come across a bridge and come on this most incredible sight. All those wonderful lupins. Just all the way down here. It's alpine looking. Absolutely incredible. Fields of them. I've crossed over now to the other side of the road and they're just all over the place. Quite incredible.
Lake Tekapo on our arrival was about 7 p.m. The motel looks very, very comfortable and it's just standing directly behind us.
This is Friday morning. Can you imagine our total and utter amazement to get up to find that it has snowed in the night. You can even see it on the car and on that little hill quite close to. And I'm going to bring it all nearer. We just couldn't believe it. And in fact it's looking as if it's snowing again. Ruth drew this picture last night, so I've told her she has to think again. And whiten out all the hills that took her ages to get the real dark colour. I forgot to film last night.
So this is the cabin motel at Lake Tekapo. And this is the room into which Helen came in the middle of the night by mistake.
Oh yes, the bedroom. looking for the bathroom next door.
And then we had to get up earlier than usual, can't say early, because of this wonderful light snowfall that's occurred. And the lake, the colour of that lake's different now, look.
Yes.
No, it's a reflection of the cloud actually now. It's taken away the intensity of the water, colour of the water. Oh, it is too. Yes. This.
When I came out this morning I said it was Friday, but in fact it's the 18th of December. Somebody must have thought we were missing a white Christmas. We've good news for them, we could have lived without it. It isn't actually cold though. It's the glory of God and in memory of the pioneers of the Mackenzie country. This stone was made by the His Royal Highness Duke of Gloucester.
Okay.
John McCutcheon and his wife Mary, first white woman to live. I keep losing the focus of this. First white woman to cross the Tekapo River. The exterior of the church and the view behind. Absolutely magnificent. This is just outside the church. Elspeth was taking photographs. This beautiful monument in among those hills.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
yeah.
This monument was erected by the run holders of the Mackenzie County and those who also appreciate the value of the collie dog, without the help of which the grazing of this mountain country would be impossible.
We just can't get over this spectacular scenery. We've just come a few miles up from Lake Tekapo, and this is what we've come to see. A lot of other people coming up here too. Other side of the road. This is, would you believe, the Grampian Mountains. Quite magnificent. And yet down at my feet, fields of lupins. No matter how often we see them, we just can't get over the number of lupins there are just right by the roadside. Absolutely fantastic. And the colours are out of this world. Miles of them, both sides of the road. I've just heard Ruth getting out the car because she probably wants to photograph them. We've stopped here for coffee. And this is the main street of a place called, would you believe, can I see it there? Fairly. We've passed Ayr Street, AYR. And this is the view along the main street. Saturday morning, less than a week till Christmas, and we're still in Queensland, and those are the famous dandelion fountains outside the town hall. Ruth and Helen and Elspeth giving everyone a lesson on the architecture and the history of it all. She's absolutely fantastic. I just turned round to look the other way, and Elspeth tells me this is a variegated maple tree. Absolutely beautiful. It's really quite cold here today, although the sun is shining brilliantly. We had hailstones this morning, huge things. The rest of this town square and what looks like a floral cloth. Dandelion fountains from a bridge crossing the River Avon. And some ducks and ducklings.
Because this is late spring, early summer.
Yeah, late spring, early summer. It's incredible.
We're in the Arts Centre, outside the Arts Centre that used to be the old University of Canterbury. We're in Worcester Street, where that meets the museum and the gardens, and we're looking straight down to the cathedral in the square. The Arts Centre has...
Wait a minute.
Two-tone with
Okay, no, I can bring it in. So what is that, Elspeth, I'm looking at?
It's the Christchurch Cathedral right down at the end of Worcester Street in the Cathedral Square. And this street is now part of the Arts Centre, where it's not a traffic flow street now.
Are those tram lines used?
Yes, they've been reinstalled
Oh.
for one of the old tram companies. It's where Rutherford split the atom.
The old university buildings now museum. Famous for its cloisters. Very attractive.
Picnic lunch with Sheila, just getting a leg over the bench. Hamburger, and ham in a roll and salami in a roll, and Elsa's now having pizza. No, it's the Diet Coke. No.
Did you?
No. This is Sheila hoping a sparrow will come and take it from her hand. I missed the last effort.
Did you get him?
I don't know whether I was in time enough.
This is the trouble.
We're in Picton, and because we're early for the ferry, we came down to this other little bay and have come across this fantastic Maori canoe. Looks superb. I'm not terribly sure if we can see in detail the carvings in the back. There's a Maori and there's a tortoise, not a tortoise, porpoise. We're at Helen's, and this is the cat known as Big Boy. He insists on giving everyone a thorough grooming. He's now attending to Ruth's toes. Here, cat. Where's cat? Oh dear, this will be wobbling because I'm laughing.
You bit me. Did you bite me? Yes, you did. You bit me, didn't you? Hey?
Pedicure
It'd be
by Big Boy.
Wait, he wants to bite that one.
pedicure by Big Boy, yeah. It's going round all the toes. Oh dear. Ruth emerging from what has been our bedroom, and this is Levin and Helen's front garden. And Helen's pulling out the weeds, I think. Are you?
Getting the cobwebs off the flowers.
Oh, I see.
Spiders have been busy too. But wasn't this lovely how we drove in last night?
Oh, it's,
Saw these
is that maidenhair fern, that green
little
thing?
thing here.
Isn't that?
And I was delighted to see the way this has come out while we've been away.
Imagine maidenhair fern growing just.
I don't know.
Oh, look,
Oh, here comes Big Boy.
your friend's coming. Did they leave you alone? You missed the company.
This is all, he nearly followed me down to the main street the other day.
Oh dear.
Trotted along,
Uh-huh.
and then I thought he'll stop.
This is his fuchsia here.
Oh, absolutely gorgeous.
Very straggly, so I cut it back and it picked up so well.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
It really is lovely.
Hold it there a second, Ruth, and I'll try and get. Just hanging out wild. Beautiful. Thank you.
Some more on to hang over, I think.
And this, look.
That was a
Campanula. Mm. Can see through to the dining area from here and round to the back garden. Oh, it looks lovely.
Here's a little squawker. Come on. Come on.
This one doesn't belong to Helen at all, the grey one, but it visits. Oh, look. It was Big Boy. Helen's garage. And Helen's got a lemon tree in her garden
We have lemons the whole year round.
beside
here.
the cabbages. Do you?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, this looks better. You can see a few.
oh, I see. You don't need to go to the shops and buy lemons
No.
ever.
We've got flowers on here and little lemons and large ones. Look at gardening.
And at the end of her garden fence, what's this?
Market garden.
Market garden.
Yes, a bit of a mess at present. All those potatoes are self-sown there.
Really?
And opposite the lemon tree, an apple tree. Okay, what is it?
We don't know its name.
But
It
it's
just has
nice.
a funny little white tuber, and it reproduces at a great rate.
It's lovely.
Fantastic, yeah. And this little bit of black garden as well. They're washing. And along here. We're in the North Island, driving up to Rotorua, and this is Mount Tongariro, this cone-shaped mountain. We're passing through an area known as the desert, and that's just right in front of us. And it's so are the power cables. Its sister mountain is over here, with its tops covered in snow. Apparently this mountain blows off from time to time because it is volcanic. There's a wind blowing, but it's not at all cold. And this is the hill, or these are the hills that we saw when we went down by rail, because we were on the other side of them. We've now discovered that this is called Ruapehu. And the clouds are coming off the top even as we look at it. Helen tells us that this is where they do a lot of the skiing. 5 minutes after the last film, the sky has cleared, blue, the sun is shining, and those mountains are as clear as can be, the whole range. We're not sure whether or not there's smoke coming out of Tongariro. Personally, I think it's clouds. This is Lake Taupo. We've got our picnic here, but we're just waiting for Helen to come back with the salt, because we forgot that for the salad. There's a man teaching 2 little boys how to sail. Just children generally playing on the edge of the lake. Still very quiet though.
When you're ready for a square.
Okay,
Okay? Ready, steady.
Ruth's learning a new technique. Preferably not straight at the camera.
Do it towards me. Yes?
It might be difficult to see, Helen, because
Yes, I can see, yes. Okay, so here Sheila and Ruth are at the Debret warm swimming pools in Taupo. It's a lovely hot day, and there's one pool that is nice and warm, and you can go into a little cold plunge pool if you like too.
only small children.
But only small children, and fools go in there. They've been over.
It's the 20th of December?
22nd, and this is just before Christmas. Isn't it amazing? We're lovely and warm.
Press it off now, Helen, that'll do.
I'll press.
Some people are very lazy, they even take a ride down the hill. This is a view of the pools we've just been in. Absolutely beautiful day, and of course we're feeling exhausted now because the water is very warm. There are also private pools. The bright blue one you see in front of us is a kiddies pool. It's quite cold. And this is how you get back up to the top of the hill if you're very lazy. You wait for this chap to come with his
Facing the other direction, where we can see the water flowing away from us, and we're just going to walk down that path there, and I think we'll see where some more water joins up.
And this is the end. This is the bit we were looking at, just where the notices were. Fantastic. Jean, this is especially for you. The mud pools are still plopping away 20 years after you took your films. You just never know when one is going to plop. Look, I'll zoom in this one and see if I can get a plop. Can you see a good one?
Yes, it's likely to come up.
I keep missing good ones because I turn away to look at something else and then a good one goes off somewhere. Whoa. Yeah,
Did you get that?
I did.
Good.
It's like custard, only brown.
Fine, fine. They do facials, make facials out of this mud.
Are you going to dip your fingers in that, Ruth? I want to see this. Oh, not in the mud.
Don't take any risks. It's cold.
Yeah, there. Ellen tells me something's going to go off soon. I have my doubts. I'm going to switch this off and I know it'll just jump into the sky as soon as I do it. Have you got it in your hand? I can't see it.
Feels lovely and soft.
Is it?
Look, it's like a real sort of facial mud pack.
Is it rubbing off? No?
Oh no, it just rubs in. It's lovely. Good for the skin.
Or something. It's fascinating.
People often say this is a very safe place to live because nature has, these are like vents.
Well, this is really it. I could stand here all day watching this porridge boiling, but I think we should move on.
You'd see a big, skinny sheep, and you'd chew for a long time on one of those lamb chops. We've got 60 million sheep around this country. 40% of them come from this breed. Coming up now, we're on the South Island, a Corriedale. This sheep eat from the waters of Scotland, the Cheviot. Hey, come on, you can eat your own. I wonder if they all do that in Scotland. Look at the spark in his eye. The cockney's here. He's a fiery sheep, this breed. He's got that big, broad nose. While he's not the best looking sheep on stage, the Border Leicester is a great producer. He's got this good, heavy crop of wool. He's... Hey, come on. It's not your turn. Away you go. We'll just put him back out here this morning. Close this. Well, what do you think? Should I let him up this morning? Yeah. Come on, yeah, come. You can't hold this sheep back. His name is Duke. He's a good bird. And he can't. He's gone on the wrong one. And this sheep, he's a Lincoln. His name is Abraham the Lincoln. But I prefer...
Oh, I missed that. I just ran through and I got to the next one.
We'll start with the rules of all this morning. If you ever meet that sheep, never, ever bend over in front of him. Get every time. Great bean, a Drysdale. He's been bred for the carpet industry. He can produce an inch of that wool every month. here. It is hairy, this wool. It's more like goat's hair than sheep's wool, but it's very resilient, which makes it ideal for those carvers. Everybody's morning to this guy, and everyone else's. Pretty hungry, some of these guys. If you want lean meat, you've got to go for the black face, black hands. Now, Captain's got shorter legs. Takes him a while to get up here. He's a Southdowner. He started off a wonderful export trade with the rest of the world. Unfortunately, all over that body, he's got a layer of fat. The whole world makes you around this country, you can't bleach that wool. You cannot make it any other colour. It is mainly used on the handcraft, the spinning industries, for all those handmade garments. As you look at these sheep, you will notice they've got these bald patches on top of their heads. These rams do tend to fight. They'll line up 30, 40 paces apart. They'll charge each other head on. First one that turns away. We are better within 9 hours. We don't finish until 5 o'clock at night. She can hear what's going on down there. She's got a wave for you this morning. And you're a good crowd. She's got a big smile. That's the key to shearing. Being able to hold on to that sheep. Easy, girl. Move around it, taking that wool off and causing just a little stress to yourself. Before you shear the sheep, it is very important that I get her in the right position. I set her about there, tuck that leg up there like that, and I'll start by removing the wool from underneath the sheep. And then 24 hours, when she's gone outside, had something to eat, her skin layer, and then you double the thickness. That's going to keep her pretty warm on the cold nights when we get in this area. Stretch the sheep's nose. She can't hurt you. She would rather... That's $68 a inch right there, then big. Quick, we'll take it after. Who's got 50 cents? That's $68 bid big. Quick, smiling, that's a bit. $68.50. That's $68.50 bid big. Quick, they're going to go. The bid's right there. Sold. That baby right here for $68.50. Just quite as comfortable as this one. That's Jim right on the top there, and she's got the best seat in the house. After the show, come up on stage, come up with the 9 to 10 different breeds of look at the way this dog operates. Look at the concentration of the dog, the way she stares at these ducks. She stalks them. What we're trying to show you is this dog's natural ability, her ability to work and to control things very slightly. It's pretty good outside.
Look at her concentration. I don't know who's the grandma. This is the orchid gardens in Rotorua, or the orchid house, I suppose. Some very nice plants. I've got Ruth holding one down there, which I shall try and zoom in on. Actually, I may have to come a bit nearer, Ruth. Yeah, let's sit close to it. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it is. There's a whole lot.
Another variety. Yet another variety. Another variety. Something that looks very like a begonia to me. And then bougainvillea. Beautiful colours. Yeah. Yes, I'm interested in those ones at the right. What colour are they?
Colours are nice.
And past the best, those ones, I think, aren't they? I'm not sure if I got that white one before. Or one just like it. And there's this very unusual red thing.
Those are common in England to buy. What's the name on
Somewhere
it?
there's a pink one. Yeah. What is it?
What's in it? Excuse me,
That was Ruth back.
oh, sorry.
What's
Ansurium large, curved red. What it is? Ansurium large.
It's another one I don't think I saw earlier. And a little. Oh. Am I too far down? Am I looking at the wrong plant? Sulphur crested cockatoo.
Smokey. Smokey. Hello. Smokey, how are you?
There's another one.
Hello, Smokey.
Lost it.
Goody.
What's
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Goody.
Ja, det var det. Sticker de ägg in i där så det...
I think somewhere on the other side are Ruth and Helen. Seems crazy, but there's steam pouring up from holes in the ground everywhere here. And we've even got boiling water. Still in Rotorua. Just see the smell.
Oh, the smell. I'd rather go and smell those nice yellow lilies.
Where are they? Oh yeah, some lovely flowers here though. These are the nice lilies Ruth was talking about. Must admit, I don't think I've ever seen them in yellow before. I've seen them in white frequently, but that just does look beautiful, doesn't it? One of the other many sights that we see, geysers just gushing straight out of the earth. This one has looked slightly more spectacular than, oh, there it goes again. Actually seeing it right from its
Good.
source.
When we're inside, won't we go out there to see it?
No, you pay if you go in there.
Oh.
Waka Wakaria Thermal Reserve. And we're going to see the New Zealand Maori arts and
Star wall support for the meeting house.
beside it a large piece of
Pumice stone.
pumice stone. Like one of the miniature of one of the canoes we saw the other day.
There are three main features of the pen: the figurines, the eyes that's a shell that's the lid of the ice, the envelope of New Zealand power. Most of them had the protrusion on the top, which is the characteristic inside of that.
Have a wee wiggle. Going into the Maori carving gallery. It really is a most exciting place. Coming out of the Maori carving school and the other part of this park, the beautiful Maori carving at the entrance and exit. Contrary to every picture tells a story, Ruth. Contrary to popular opinion, Rotorua is not a stinking place. You get whiffs from time to time of sulphur, but not down here. We've come down to what's known as the Blue Lake, and we're going to have lunch here, and then we'll go on and have a look at the Green Lake. There are kids swimming in there, but I really suspect it's quite chilly. I'm looking back across the Blue Lake to where we had our picnic on the other side. And we're coming round. And I'm just about to follow Ruth. What's she picking up? Round to a viewpoint for the Green Lake. Just going up to have a look at the Green Lake. We've discovered this huge bush thing. And it is in fact a shrimp plant, like the ones we have at home, only much bigger. Sheila coming up to enjoy this most fantastic view of what is called the Green Lake. It doesn't in fact look very green today, but the foreground of these beautiful fern trees and the contrasting colours of the firs.
And I thought the fern I was growing in my garden was big, but my goodness me, this is incredible.
Excuse me,
One
I'd like to
leaf
come round
is-
to the right. That's
is
Helen in the car down there.
Taller than me. Look at those. Those are redwoods, I think.
Yes, I think they are.
Yes. But
And
the
then this is back
mountains
to the Blue Lake.
the hills are covered
Excuse me,
with
I'd like to
trees.
come round here just to get these beautiful tree ferns again, right into the sun. I think there's a little work.
Yeah.
This is Lake Tarawea. Oh yeah, that's the black swan and some of those rather unusual ducks with the pale stripe,
Oh, he's friendly,
whom I've forgotten.
but he's a bit slow.
Forgotten their names.
Oh, he's just hold out your hand. For goodness sake. Otherwise, the ducks.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, well, here comes another, and here's a.
The swan. Oh, look at the black swan's baby. Isn't she lovely? The other one was somewhere. There it is. So there's a pair.
Well, but
Yeah. You got any more?
The cygnet took the hard toast into I haven't got anything into the water and soaked it so that she could swallow it.
Ah.
Look at her, she's lovely.
I'll get some biscuits off. That's beautiful.
Give the baby some, Sheila, look. Sheila, give the baby some.
Water to soak it. Oh. Here, baby.
Lake Tarawera, where we've just been to feed the black swans. Very beautiful and surrounded by what I assume is the New Zealand bush. Okay.
We're at the buried village site, and this sewing machine was apparently pushed up here into this tree during the volcano.
And has remained there ever since, I take it.
So it's called the sewing machine tree.
Which is right beside
Covered in ivy.
the petrol. There are children diving for dollars and whatever.
I'll throw something in.
Yeah. Throw it from the... Come on! The kids keep their money in their mouth. That was in response to whatever Ruth threw in.
This is the evening of the Maori hanging. This will, because it's my fault we're a bit early, so I thought we'd just, for once, I was trying to be early so as not to hustle people, because I'm always late. However, here we are.
We've come to the Maori hanging and feast, and Ruth and Helen have just gone over to see what the food's being cooked. It's all covered with wet sacks. This is just a general view from the garden of the hotel that we've come to have this special Maori feast.
Hanging.
The hangi, yeah. And all round, of course, there are steam holes blowing out. We're hoping to see them uncover that, I expect, are we?
Yes.
And lift the food out.
Then look out they don't burn their fingers. Yes, they'll take baskets of food out. They're lovely.
As if we're going to have some activity. They're about to take the covers off, I hope. We've just been told that Susie, who's under the tree, is going to lift the food out tonight.
Tea time. Thank you for taking the time to come out and see how your meal has been prepared. This is our steam honey here, and it's the way of cooking that our people have used for more than a century now. Those who have been serving above. The steam honey itself, the sides are built up so that you can't fall in or that you know there's something there. And you'll see across the top here we have the timber planks and the sacks. Those go across the two axes of the pit. At the base of the pit there are either stones or more slits of wood so that the food doesn't touch the dirt or anything like that. It's all kept clean. The food itself we wrap in cheese, cloth or muslin. Originally our people also used cabbage leaves or other such large vegetable leaves. Basically the steam hangi is the same principle of steaming food in a pot of hot water. The only difference is we have the steam coming straight out of the ground.
Yes.
Makes it a lot cleaner too when you're cooking, not so many dishes. But you'll find that the average cooking time is between about 3 to 4 hours. The veggies, like all vegetables, don't take long to cook. They go in last. They only take about a half an hour. You'll find that when you taste the food, it will have its own distinctive flavour, but it is a delicious flavour. You'll find when you sort of walk through and the chefs bring the trolley and everyone can sort of go. There's really no chance of overcooking, not unless you leave it there over the special dining area and the chefs.
Get it so you get a bag of the food and then you...
Helen and Sheila helping themselves.
We're at pudding now, and Ruth's eating full strawberries. And a very nice Chinese family is beside us.
Not me.
Yes, you.
Not me.
Yes, you.
Excuse me.
Yes, you. Where's the other one? Yeah, I've got him. We've really had a most fantastic meal. We're at the Glowworm Caves. Helen's gone to park the car. Obviously won't be able to take the camera in there, or at least use it. I've just discovered that kiwi fruit grow on vines. I think I thought they grew on bushes and things like that. But they're just hanging thick here, although they're babies. There are loads and loads of them. Look at that fat one there. They're very furry just now, very furry. And hard, I suppose. Yeah, very hard and furry.
And you can see them also in the distance,
Yeah.
a larger orchard.
Good boy. Oh, squeak, squeak. I missed that. Sorry. Oh my. Nearly on top of me.
Red. Lead. Red. Good boy. Good. Well, it's Christmas morning, and we've at 9 o'clock we went for a swim, saved having a shower at least until afterwards. So happy Christmas, Grandma.
This is Grandma ready for church on Christmas Day. Please note the hat, which is now going to be zoomed in. The hat.
My New Zealand hat, sun hat.
This is Hamish just about to take the laterals off, or I think he's just taken the laterals off the tomatoes. Now gone behind the compost.
Draw around the tomatoes.
Big sister with little brother.
Keep them from falling on the ground and getting dirty.
The heat.
Keep the heat off the plant.
It's a mulch. Keep the moisture in. Otherwise, this ground all cracks up.
You water them a lot.
No, can't.
Why?
Tanks right down in water.
Is it?
It's not right.
A magnolia tree in, where are we?
Winderhome.
Wenderhome Gardens. What? Cauldry House. An enormous tree. Aren't they? And that's the house. What's Tiri Tiri Matangi?
It's an island.
Oh, where's the peninsula over there? Right.
Going to stand there, Hamish, point to it.
And that's Coromandel.
And that's a Pahutakama tree behind you, is it?
I think so.
I think so. That's a Pahutakama tree in full bloom.
We used to go over and have picnics on the side of Mandora there. Next time.
Well, still alive, anyhow.
This is Ariwa Beach, looking over,
It's supposed to be 2 miles long.
oh, to the Wangaparoa Peninsula, which is where we are. And the peninsula is 10 miles long. I think I better just bring it in a bit so that we can see it. We're just about halfway along it, which is that narrow point, because we have walked from side to side with Gloria.
That's Stanmore Bay there, and round that headland, that's Manly, where you walk across to.
Yes, I'm told this is the first coast, but I can only assume we're not actually going to eat it like that. This is a cooked crayfish. How much does it weigh, Gloria?
I don't know.
Quite a lot.
Okay, go on. Gloria trailing behind. I can, of course, it's zoomed. Oh, I say. And this is Gloria and Hamish going ahead with Raid. What are they, Gloria?
Kina.
A delicacy.
Eat them.
Oh, goodness.
And then they drop half shells in the beach. And then you walk on them with bare feet.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, they pulled shells off of them to hide. That was all covered with bits and pieces. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're hiding from Maoris.
I think they're still looking at the sea urchins. And there's Raid just waiting to go in for a swim. He's bringing the stick to Sheila. This is, of course, Christmas Day, I would remind you. Lovely sunshine. Raid's in, so Hamish must go. Oh. Whether Sheila and Gloria will be quite as quick, I'm not sure. I have a feeling Gloria may be in first. This looks a bit precarious to me.
We're going the coward's way.
I thought it was supposed to be warm. I've got you, Sheila, so hurry up. Go on. Oh, well done. This is Christmas Day. Showing off. The dog starts to cry if Hamish reaches the stick sooner than him.
Get in.
This is the warm pool after the swim. This is Hamish who refuses to look at the camera. Where's Hamish, Raid? Where's Hamish? Go find Hamish. Go find Hamish. The obedient dog.
I thought the last time that I had a starfish in my hand that Ruth had actually focused on the starfish, and she didn't, so I'm going to pick this one up. We've seen several of them, and please will you focus on it. Got it?
Yes, that's
It's a
better.
lovely slaty
Turn it
blue
over.
colour on its. Ooh, it felt as if it was sticking to me. It's got little stones attached to it. I think this must be the suckers or the teeth bit.
Huh.
And I'm sure it would attach itself to my hand if I let it.
And it doesn't sting.
No, nothing. It
fascinating.
feels kind of, I don't know what, it feels like leather as opposed to shell, but maybe not. It doesn't feel solid shell. Feels like a living creature. I'll put it back again.
Right, and I'm just going to look at this lovely horizon now and the...
Still Christmas Day. Sheila and boyfriend have arrived home just for an evening meal. And there they are. That's Shauna's car, I think. They're behind a tree, so I'll need to go near her. That's Shauna. She's been training her racehorse. I think she's got the dog pretty well trained too.
Come, sit, sit. Thank you. Not too far. And the other one, he always stops to wait for the other one. You know, come on.
He knows it's order to pick them up on today, so he can both.
That speck in the horizon is Hamish. He's been out fishing, and we've just come down to help him get the dinghy in. Ruth's gone down to take his wheels down to him to get the boat in. The dog, of course, is in the sea. Did you catch anything? I'm being plagued by this dog to come and play with him. Raid is carrying both his Christmas cracker and his carrot in his mouth. Ruth's watching cricket with Hamish, and Gloria's sitting in the games room playing in the organ. So I'm going to have to play with the dog. You ready, Raid? Raid? What do you want? Leave. Leave. Leave them. Oh, well, here's hoping. I've got Ruth to come and play. Oh my. Missed the dog. Yeah, he's discovered that he can't pick up the cracker first. If he's got to carry them both, he's got to carry the cracker and then pick up the carrot. Just trying to confuse the dog. Is he doing it again? I'll discover in a minute.
This is parsley for Devon Bricks. Got you. Don't come too near because I've got it on nearby. Oh, what's she doing to you? What's she doing to you, Blondie? 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 Oh, right. You This is our barbecue.
Yeah.
What did Hillary say?
She says, wherever they go, the camcorder goes.
Hamish preparing the barbecue.
On the bus trip up to the Bay of Islands. A very small coach, there are about 12 people in it. And the road's quite busy.
1630, which is 4:30 in the afternoon. A selection of carriage clocks are here in your hand, and they were made in France. Very large clocks are around 100 years old, and they were outside the New Zealand post offices. You had your mechanism on the inside wall, with little rods connected through the outside clock to turn the hand of the clock. Privileged children's home from that era. A selection of black marble clocks made in France. Just wait down here. Down here.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Just went into the Claphams Clock Museum, and the lady was demonstrating all the very interesting clocks. It was fascinating.
Now we're into a very nice rose garden, and although the date in this says the 3rd, it's in fact the 4th, because we lost a day somewhere. This is outside the Clapham Clock Museum in Whangarei. Whangarei.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like the stuff.
Is it that Manuka stuff?
Yes, that Gloria has in orange.
This is the inside sort of garden area of the Treaty House. It's really very pretty.
I think this has been the herb garden. This thing is full of herbs.
Out into the main garden.
Those beautiful trees.
Yeah, wooden billiard.
Just looked at the garden inside the Treaty House, and this is it outside, and you can hear the noise of the cicadas. Very noisy indeed. This is, of course, the Bay of Islands, and we've just come a couple of kilometres past the place that we're going to be spending the next few days. Yeah. I don't know if it will be possible to see the canoe from here. It's intricately carved. I'll go in and have another look at it. Just behind me there's a sign which says, oh, wrong way. Landed here, 1840. Walked up to the Treaty House, which is where we've just been to negotiate the Treaty of Waitangi. I'll try. That's the paddles hanging up there. I don't know if you counted the seats, Ruth. How many? Oh, looks long, doesn't it? Must be information. This is some of the detail of the carving on the side of the canoe. And it's all the way along. The seats. So that's 40 pairs of rowers. Our first evening at the Bay of Islands, and I think it's into the sun, so I'm trying to shade it. But this is where we're sitting, and this is what we're looking at. Absolutely beautiful. The sea's lovely because I've just been in. Oh, the date's changed to the 4th. Well, it's been the 4th all day today since we set out this morning, so this camera must just be 12 hours behind time. And this is Paihia on the famous Bay of Islands. The beach is not exactly crowded. It's 5th of December, our second day in the Bay of Islands, and we'll go across there to Russell. This is what we're looking at round about us now. We're sitting right in the back of a small ferry, which should take us 20 minutes to get. This is just going past us. Go deep sea fishing. The ferry's just turning round. Our hotel is one of the brown ones, the brown thing with the cream coloured thing. Well, the hotel is back there with the triangle in black and white and brown thing. That's it. That's where we are. And we swim on the beach just below it. Right round the point where the treaty house is. We were there yesterday. So, Russell, here we come. We're almost at Russell Island now.
And all the work that's been put into it. Now the Lands and Survey Department commemorate 100 years of surveying in Cook to do the mosaic tiling. She started it in 1988, that's when the 100 years came up, and finished it in 1990. It took her 18 months to do, and she's 65 when she started it. Now, you can imagine there's a lot of work, and there's no power up here either, so what she's had to do, just showed you that, didn't I? This is where we are at the moment, Russell. What she had to do was cut all the little tiles by hand, all the little pieces, and then fire them at her home, and then bring them up here and place them. Now, islands and pasture, Marsden Cross, you can see it's straight above the Norfolk Island, lying right on the other piece of land at the back. It's like a half circle right and takes down towards the beach. Okay, so there's a little yacht that's heading for it now. See in there, it's that passage of water, you can see where the yacht's up there, and it can sail right around to the stone shore going up through there. Now these tiles here, the pointy green ones, they represent a 7,500 acre pine forest, which is straight over the back of Waitangi. You might just be able to pick out the tops of the tree. It does have a sad story. I can't pronounce the Maori name properly. We call it Roberton Island because the Robertons were farming the island. Mr. Roberton drowned in 1840. Mrs. Roberton and her two wee kids, they decided to stay on the island and keep farming. And she had a young Maori worker called Makatu and a manservant called...
The one and only. The one and only licensed hotel in Russell, which is not an island, but it could well be because it's so isolated. It's, in fact, been really lovely. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was just lovely.
The bus tour?
We should come back again to Long Beach all day long.
Yeah, hopefully. The boat's making an awful noise.
It's too much noise.
White House belongs to someone who rents it out for $400 a night, is it? Yeah.
It's too noisy.
This is our room in the Travelodge Hotel, and this is Ruth watching cricket. Very nice, and I'm standing behind a large window and door. All sweet, beautiful, fresh towels, soap, face cloths, everything, every day. And this is the view from the other side, although I expect the window will be too bright.
Oh dear.
What's wrong?
The New Zealand captain's out.
The beach below our hotel. I'm just going for a swim.
This is Sheila. I've been going in terribly quickly because I was slow in getting the video camera working. She's really not too far away from the shore, as you can see. Behind us, the lovely view. Over to White Canyon.
Okay, folks, first of all, compliments of the season to you all, and welcome to the Bowls. My name is Joe Wilson, and we'll be together about 10 hours today. So we travel a long way, we travel just under 500 k's or 230 miles. We should be home tonight between 6 and half past 6. Yeah, I'll get your little map, and I will describe where we're going to go. We'll fly here. State Highway 10 just down here. There we go across Swingway heading north onto State Highway 1. We travel north on State Highway 1 through Okai to the Victoria Valley where we go to see the glowworms and the kiwis. From there we leave and we go through Kaitaia, through Awanui, to Waikato Carry, 90 Mile Beach.
A fantail. We've just been in to see the kiwis stuffed. Kaitaia.
The guy here made a monument about our football players. He must have a great sense of humour because I really made a terrible job. Nice little bottle. There he is, there you see on the right there. Fastest bus. Do we look like it? Okay. You got paid for that? You got paid for that, yeah. Quite a bit too, I believe.
Sheila about to get on the bus to stop for morning tea. We're just about to go on the 90 Mile Beach. It's just a very small coach.
Side, I'd like to second that. They cater for a lot of people all at once. They get away with it. They're brilliant. I can't help it.
7 years, done 1,300,000 Ks. Had a few panels replaced. It's like an X I got it up.
Well, we've just been allowed out to decamp on this beach that's 140 kilometres long or something, and we've just come up most of it. 3 of the buses have stopped together. We're all out for a walk. Don't know how much further we've got to go. I think it's quite. I think that's the Tasman Sea out there, isn't it? Yeah.
Sydney's over there.
Sydney. Here we come. They've told us that it's very dangerous to swim here. Some of the bus people, I think, having a paddle. Because apparently there are huge undertows and lots of people get drowned each year. Looks beautiful though.